This is your official invite to step into your ethical era. I am Nisha, your mindset coach, entrepreneur, and virtual bestie. Whether you are on your hot girl walk, bossing up your business, or just sipping coffee in bed, this podcast is here to fuel your glow up with productivity hacks, mindset shifts, and intentional living. Ready to level up? Let's do this. Hey there, welcome back to Ethical Diary, your go-to space for glow ups, mindset shifts, and all things main character energy. If you are listening to this episode before episode 1, pause right now, go back listen to episode 1 and do the freebie I gave you there. It's your starting point, your foundation, your reset moment. Trust me, everything we are building in this 8-part series is designed to help you become her, your future version her. And that starts with showing up with intention from day one. I'm not going to stop speaking about intention anytime soon, so bear with me. And if you have listened to episode 1, let's get into the episode 2. What you do daily is what you are casting yourself as. Let that sink in. It's the short line, but it has so much meaning. What you do daily is what you are casting yourself as. Your daily actions, that's your plot line. Your routine, that's the storyline you are living inside. If you want a main character life, it doesn't begin with a glow up montage. It begins with what you repeat. If you do something for the one time, it isn't going to give you any result. But if you keep repeating consistently, day by day, months after months, it's going to give you some results. It's going to change you from within. And it is literally going to change the brain structure inside your head. I want you to walk through 2 days from my life. One is chaotic and one is aligned. Imagine this chaotic day. I woke up late. I kept snoozing my alarm till like 8 a.m. I scrolled mindlessly because after all of that snoozing, my brain is so tired that I don't know what else to do. So I just kept scrolling. I skipped breakfast because I didn't have time and jumped straight into my to-do list where people are calling me, asking me for something, and they just flew by. No workout, no journaling, and by 8 p.m. I felt exhausted, very disconnected, and I didn't even had the satisfaction of working for 7 or 8 hours because I didn't even feel like I was working. I wasn't focused. I didn't feel connected to any of the tasks that I was doing. Whereas on the aligned day, where I have this structure where I woke up at 5 a.m. I had a quick meditation. Maybe most of the time it's going to be the Jodi Svenza meditation because I'm obsessed. Then I'm going to have some movements like Pilates, yoga, or even the strength training. Then protein breakfast with maybe Greek yogurt, eggs, and some fruits. Intentional time block for all my works, for client, for social bulking, intentional breaks. If you don't know, social bulking is my marketing agency where we help people with the business solutions related to marketing, editing, and visuals. And after lunch, I have a reset walk. It's actually mostly in the evening, 6 to 7 p.m. And I end my day with skincare, journaling, and throughout the day, if I am intentional, I feel accomplished and magnetic. What's the difference here? It's not the to-do list for sure. I am accomplishing same task in both of the days, but at the end of the day, in one day I am feeling so drained, but in other day I am feeling very accomplished, very calm, and I have that joy inside me. So what's the difference? The difference is the energy, the rhythm, and the intentionality. And couple of days back, I posted this story on my Instagram. Let me find it quickly. Okay, this was the story. Before that, I was reading a book and there was this line, something saying about the rhythm. I wrote this in my story. So here's what that story says. I used to struggle to explain why I love my slow mornings. It's not that I can't jump straight into work. I absolutely can. I just choose not to. For me, slow mornings are about finding my rhythm. When I don't rush my morning, I don't rush my day. It's intentional, it's grounding. When I read the line, find a nice rhythm and stay in it, that hit me. This this calm, intentional flow, it's so much more fulfilling than the rush we chase through fast food or a drink. The best part, this rhythm is always available, you just have to choose it. Okay, this is what I wrote about my morning routine, and it just came through me when I woke up because I genuinely couldn't explain to people like why do I sit in the morning, meditate, or even read my books, because it was like kind of waste of time for few people, like at least for the people around me, because they have the habit to jump into something immediately. And and I just couldn't relate to that. Here's the truth: you don't need motivation, you already have enough motivation, girl. I know that. You just need a rhythm. Motivation is a mood, rhythm is a system. So we need that solid system. When you flow with a rhythm that supports your vision, you don't have to flow things. You become the kind of person who just does them because it's your habit. The main character doesn't wait to feel like it. She already decided she's the type who follows through. You are not the person trying to quit smoking. You are the person who don't smoke. I hope you have heard this line so many times. It's just a mindset shift. You're not the person who is trying to, like, I'm quoting that trying word. You're not trying to quit the sugar. You are the person who don't eat sugar. I'm just giving you random example. You get the point, right? You have to decide who you are today, and it is so powerful when you decide something for yourself. Your brain is like, oh, she's doing some serious business. Well, like when I tell myself, okay, from tomorrow I'm not going to have coffee after 5 p.m. My brain is like, oh, Nisha is doing some serious business. We are going to follow through. So the intention behind it, the energy behind it, when you say the word decide, it's so much more powerful than when you say, I am just trying to do that. I'll try this. I'll just dip my hands in the water. No, girl. We are diving deep. We are taking the decision for our life and we are going to stick to it. We are done just scratching the surface. We are going to dive deep and get it real this time. So grab your journal or notes app and let's work with journaling topic. Okay? So yesterday, you must have written, what does my ideal day feel like? What does my ideal day looks like? So yesterday I've told you, don't list tasks. Describe the vibe, describe the feelings, like easeful, productive, radiant, present, calm, joyful, anything. Just write it down with the vibes. So if you haven't, you are going to write it down today. And the follow-up question for today is very interesting. It is going to be slapping your ass right now, because the next question is, where am I wasting time and energy right now? Girl, you have to get so real with yourself. And I know your brain is trying to justify all the things where you are wasting time and energy right now, but we are not going to entertain it. Your brain is like a little toddler, and we are going to discipline it right now. From this day, obviously, we are going to do so much throughout the year, but if you decide today that no, I am going to discipline my brain, my emotions right now, from this moment, then you are going to see so much difference even within the week. So, think about this, like scrolling. I know so many of you are going to have scrolling or mobile social media on your list. Even I have this till date. So that's one. Just open your screen time and check how much time you are spending on Instagram. Write it down. And other things could be just watching Netflix series, just talking to your friends and family for hours and hours, because you haven't planned that in your day. I will come to planning later, but first you have to be honest with yourself, then you can organize that later. Okay? So next, when it comes to energy, it could be decision fatigue, overcommitting, or being very moody with your work. This could be the things where you are wasting energy right now. And when you go deep dive in your day, you can, if you are not coming up with anything, I want you to do one thing tomorrow. Take one pen and paper and write down the time stamp of 30 minutes, like 5, 5:36, and so on. So as soon as you wake up, I want to write what you are doing right now. And after every 30 minutes, I want you to write what you've done that day, like 5 to 5:30 what you have done, 5:30 to 6 what you have done. So at the end of the day, you will have the blueprint that how your day went by, where you have wasted time and energy. And when I say energy, maybe wasting energy may not be there directly on your paper, but internally, I was procrastinating here. Instead of doing my main task, I spent 2 hours on doing this negligible, not important task. So this could be wasting your energy because subconsciously you are procrastinating that task because you are so afraid that maybe you won't be perfect, you won't be able to finish that, and so on and so forth. So these two prompts alone will show you what needs to shift in your current plot. I repeat the two prompts again. What does my ideal day feel like? And where am I wasting time and energy right now? So once you understand what needs to shift in your current plot line, you need to reset your routine with your intention. Again, if you just change your current routine and jump into anything and anything after recognizing the plot holes in your plot line, if you jump into something else without intention, you are not going to stick to that, like anyhow. So we are going to find out what works for you. We are going to establish three non-negotiables throughout the day, and for that we are going to divide your day in three sections: one morning, one work day, and one evening. And for each of these sections we are going to have one non-negotiable, so throughout the day you will keep coming back to your main character energy habit. Once you do this for say month or 2 months, you won't even need the reminder to tap back into that energy. So for morning it could be meditation, breakfast, 10-minute walk, workout, anything, but just to feel the energy that you are going to be. For work day, it could be power hour or no multitasking or one screen free break or even 1 hour of learning or focus day where you are switching off your mobile or putting it on do not disturb, not checking your email, but just 1 hour of focus so that you are going ahead with your career as well. We don't want just these aesthetic things in your life where we are doing face masks, we are doing the massages, skincare. All these things are really good, by the way. But along with that, balancing out work is so important, and for me at least it is so important. And I know all the people who are listening, all the girlies who are listening are ambitious like me. That's why you are here, to become that it girl. So all the it girlies, take your work super seriously and we enjoy our work. So just to practice that being in your boss girl era, you have to start from today, and it starts with just 1 hour or four. It starts with just 1 hour of focused work or learning. You can learn something new every single day. If you want to start the business, you are going to intentionally spend 1 hour learning about business. You can even start developing your website on Shopify, WordPress, anything. And if you want, I can help you from social building. Just drop me a DM and I'll help you figure everything out. Next, for evening, you can have screen cutoff at 9 p.m. Do the journaling and screen care, and that's it. And to become more disciplined, you can tell yourself you can watch only one episode of TV show, not 5 minutes more, nothing. Even if there is the biggest plot twist of your life going on that show, you are not going to give in into that emotions. You are going to turn off that TV and go to bed. This is what discipline looks like. This is what tapping into main character energy looks like. And these three or four non-negotiables are going to anchor your character. They are your signature scenes. Like I think for Gilmore Girls, I remember whenever I think about this student era, I think about Rory when she goes to first she goes to Luke's, have her coffee breakfast, then she jumps into the bus, and while going through the bus she reads something. So it's like the signature scene of her life, and it connects to different scene and different events of her life. So these three or four things are going to be your signature scenes, and make and romanticize the hell out of it. Like anyway, if learning new things or focusing on new things makes you sleepy, or it doesn't feel that much interesting, like because you are not on the social media, you are just you in your room staring at your laptop screen, so it doesn't feel that appealing. I get that. What you can do in background, you can play some focus music. You can make your favorite beverage to go with that 1 hour. You can light up the candles, dim the lights a little bit to make the cozy environment. So just imagine you in this dim light with the beverage on your desk. To your left hand, there is this cozy cafe style music playing at the background, and you are learning these new things which could possibly change your entire trajectory of your life. So how does it feel? Exciting? Yes, I know it. So think of all this non-negotiable with main character energy, and you will start to enjoying it. Next thing is habit stacking, baby. If you have read the book Atomic Habits, you already know what habit stacking is. It's basically link new habit to the existing ones. So let me make it easy for you, and all the it girls stack their habits like a pro. So we are going to start doing that today. For example, for me, after I brush my teeth, I say my mantra while making the coffee. So it is like habit stack where I was brushing my teeth all my life. I have been making coffee for a while. This is my stack where I sandwiched my affirmations in between coffee and brush. Actually, I say out my affirmations while making coffee, so it's like the habit stacking. The next habit stack is where I listen to podcasts or audiobook while cooking or walking. This is like these two are my daily habit stack where I didn't even realize that when I was doing before, but this has become like part of me right now, so I don't even have to think twice while doing that. When I'm making coffee, I'm automatically saying my affirmations, or there is rampage playing out at the background. Or whenever I am cooking, even before grabbing tomatoes or onions to chop, I grab my mobile and start cooking for the podcast, and then only I can cook. This is what habit stacking is. It saves your time, and you don't even need to remind yourself that, oh my god, I have to do this, because you are doing it automatically with something else that you are doing. So you don't need more time. Just remove that assumption from your mind that I don't have time, or I need more time, or I need to redesign my entire life just to add this one more habit. No, 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 no. Whatever you are doing right now, it's great. You just have to do little tweaks and do some stacking. So tell yourself you don't need more time, you need better placement. So this placement, and try to do this placement with something that you have been doing for so long. Like, don't stack two new habits back to back, because it will make you so confused and you will fall out within a week or two. So just place the new habit with the already existing one, like brushing teeth, taking shower, getting ready, all the things that you do every single day. Just add the new habit before that. Like, if you want to start working out, do it immediately after brushing your teeth, and it won't even feel like a new task, because you are already stacking it with something else that you are doing. Next is the gold one. Time block with self care built in. As I said, as a main character, we are going to balance our work, personal life, mindset, and every single thing like a queen. So you have to block out your creative, admin, and rest zone. So why do we need that? When you're working for 10 hours, at the end of the day, if you do not reset your energy intentionally, the next day, you are going to feel burned out. Like, I have seen so many corporate colleagues who feel so burned out by the time it's Wednesday or Thursday. Like, they can't even go out on Thursday night. Like, they cannot. Why? Because they don't have that small reset button at the end of each day. And that small reset button could be taking shower with music on. It could be meditation, stretching, journaling, or just cooking your favorite meal, anything. But you need to block time for these self care things. And second thing is my personal favorite, add white space to protect your energy. If you are filling out your entire day with things to do, you will never have time to just think. You will never have time to just sit, look around, and soak everything in that is around you. So every day, just keep 30 minutes or 15 minutes as a white space where you just sit. You just have that energy reset kind of thing, just to protect your energy. Throughout the day, you are interacting with so many people, and energy contamination is real, guys. Like, I don't know how else to tell you that, but energy contamination is real. So if you want to protect your energy, you need that white space at least once a week. And you have to remember that self care isn't a reward, it's a responsibility, especially when you're becoming her. So treat it as like a responsibility. The way you finish your task for your manager or anyone else, finish this self care task as well. You will feel so much better, and in long run, you will never burn out, because you have these small reset buttons throughout the day, and you will always feel excited for your life. And now we are going to have the mini embodiment moment. You are just going to pause and take a breath. If you are driving or walking, don't do that. Just listen to it and do it later. You can come back to this afterwards. Visualize your higher self living her day with the flow, walking into her kitchen, sitting at her desk with intention, wrapping up her day with grace, that version of you. She's not some distant fantasy, she's already within you. This new rhythm is how you unlock her. How does that feel? So good, right? And did you realize that your main character isn't only available on the vacation? In fact, she is there, she is being intentional with the mundane tasks like walking into her kitchen, sitting on her desk with the intention. And when she's sitting at her desk, even when she opens the laptop, she has that energy, the magnetic aura. So, this is your small reminder that your main character is not somewhere out buying Chanel bag. Obviously, she can, and you could do that, but the sustainable change and the sustainable energy change, I must say, happens when you bring that energy in the mundane task, because that's what you're going to do again and again every single day. So whenever you are getting up from the bed, start imagining how would she wake up and start acting like her. And today's freebie is the routine reset tracker, a simple printable, or you can use it digitally as well, where you can design your ideal day, set your key non-negotiable, habit stack, and create a new rhythm, and so much more. So download it in the show notes, make it your wallpaper, print it out, fill it in, and let's turn your daily life into your plotline. Because you deserve it, girl. If this episode hit home, screenshot it, tag me at April Diary, and tell me what's one non-negotiable you are setting today. And tomorrow we are talking about your standards. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Your life will only rise to the level of your standards, and we are about to raise them very high. Until then, stay radiant, stay intentional. With love and caffeine, Nisha. And this episode was produced by Social Bulky.